Hey guys, welcome to the Vibes Vault podcast. Do we want to introduce ourselves and say our names?
Yes. We didn't do that. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm Keisha.
And I'm Key.
And this is the Vibes Vault podcast where we talk about music, movies, pop culture throughout the decades. And today we are starting off with the year 1989. Why?
Because that's when we were born.
Yes.
Yes.
Best generation ever.
Best generation ever. Y'all, like, it's really crazy. You're born in a year, and then you don't really look at that year as anything except for the year you were born. Right. I don't really, before this, I didn't know much.
Me either.
We were doing the research, and we were like, dang, 1989 was popping. Okay? It was a popping year. So, shouts out to you, 1989.
Right?
Like, you birthed two legends, obviously. And you put out some gems. And speaking of gems, we are kicking this off. The first video that we wanted to react to, the song that we wanted to react to was Welcome to the Jungle. By who? Guns N' Roses. Now listen.
Yeah.
This song
was everything.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. This song, it made me feel like I could fight.
Yeah.
Just to be real. Like,
yes.
And like I told you before, I heard this song when I was younger on Lean On Me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know Lean On Me was gonna be about, but I heard this song, I was just like, I love this movie.
Yeah.
Just because of this song. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
It really did something to me internally. And Guns N' Roses, we got Axl Rose, Slash. Girl.
Our biracial king.
Can we talk about it?
Never knew until I was an adult.
I didn't know until after Michael Jackson passed away. I don't even know why that.
That's such a specific period in time.
But like that's when I found out. Yeah. But because he never really said anything.
He never said that, and you can't really see his face.
You can't see his face, and his arms is giving caucasity.
Right.
Which was fine either way. I don't care. Right. But like to know.
Right.
To know.
Yeah, that was just really shocking.
Really.
But he's iconic. The top hat, the curls.
The guitar, the riffs. Stairway to Heaven?
Yes.
Girl, come on.
Yes.
So, anyway, that's what we're kicking it off with, just because it was such an iconic song.
Yeah, it's such an iconic. It was my MySpace song.
I remember that.
With the Scarface.
I remember that.
I don't know who I thought I was with the Scarface.
A badass.
First of all, never seen Scarface.
Right. And do those things go together?
I don't know.
Scarface was listening to Welcome to the Jungle.
It seemed to fit. It seemed to, in my mind, it fit.
You put two things together that made you feel like a boss.
Things.
Yeah. And that's all you needed.
Yeah.
That was a perfect MySpace combination. That's how long we've known each other, by the way.
Yeah.
MySpace days.
MySpace.
Before.
Actually, before.
Way before social media. 2001. Yeah. So it just makes sense that we want to get together and do a podcast, but a fun one.
Yeah.
Because we're fun. It's not Debbie Downers over here. Nothing too serious.
Yes. And we've seen so much. The world has changed so much.
We've lived through so much.
And we've lived it together. We've grown up together.
So why not?
Why not go back into the vault? Feel the vibe.
But not just the 80s. We're going to be going to the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s.
We're like one of those radio stations, like 38 The Bull.
Right. Or 98 The Bull, whatever, where they just play stuff.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do. In no specific order, so don't expect organization. Because we're starting with 89, but we might go back to 72 and hop to 2000 and go back to 50. So if you're...
You can put it in order in your own time.
In your own time. Yeah. Do that yourself. Yeah. Don't expect it from us. We can't do that. So kicking it off with Guns N' Roses.
What other Guns N' Roses songs do you remember?
Take me down
to the Paradise City
where the grass is green
and the girls are pretty.
Girl, even that's a bop.
Yes.
Let me paint the scene. You're driving. It's raining. The window is cracked.
Yes.
That's playing in the background. I like to set the scene in my mind. And I've done that. I used to drive like 50 miles a day, and I'd put on specific like stations.
Yes. Yeah.
This was one of the songs I would put on when the sky looked a little melancholy. And I needed a little vibe because I'm Delulu and I like to invent my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, so screaming that at the top of your lungs during a thunderstorm.
Oh, yes.
It's a vibe.
Yes.
And
that's a good road trip song in general.
It is such a good road trip song.
Guns N' Roses are good, like, it's good road trip music.
Yeah, and it gives you energy.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You feel pumped.
You're not falling asleep at the wheel listening.
And you don't have to know all the words to enjoy the song.
No, because you can hit one of those, you know, you can mumble.
Yeah.
I love mumbling.
And you can hit like the,
okay. Girl.
Yes.
And that's how I knew I could speak Spanish.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be funny, but you got to be able to do certain things. That let me know right there. I'm not regular. If you can go, you can speak a couple of different languages. Yeah. So that one, like I said, Stairway to Heaven, Guns N' Roses. I know so many Guns N' Roses songs. Maybe not the title, but you put that on.
You put it on.
I'm singing it.
Right.
So
I'm horrible with music titles.
No, I mean I'm not.
And lyrics.
Sometimes I get like band members and stuff confused, but I don't think I'm horrible with titles. I'm good with lyrics and titles.
Yeah. I am not.
I know.
I will mumble.
It's okay. You got me to fill all that,
right,
girl.
And I will mumble, then shout the chorus that I do, or like the few lines that I do know.
You stick your chest out with confidence when it's time for you to sing something that you know.
Yeah.
Totally
Sometimes
normal.
I stick it out with confidence with stuff I don't
when
know.
You don't know.
And be looking real stupid.
And guess what? That's fine too. That's fine too. So that's our rock type of vibe that we were going for in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like in 89 actually. And then we also saw New Kids on the Block.
Yes.
We're Poppington. Can we talk about?
For us, it was NSYNC.
Backstreet Boys. It was
98 Degrees.
LMF.
LMFAO. That's
who's that?
That's Party Rock. LFO, I think, is the
LFO.
Yeah.
New Kids on the Block, right?
Yeah. Bunch of hit Chinese.
Okay, we had those boy bands.
Yes, those were. But like, the 80s generations. Oh, they had New Kids.
They had New Kids on the Block,
and it's Marky Wahlberg.
Marky
Mark, and
not the Funky Bunch.
Yeah, but like, who was the other one on here?
His brother.
Oh,
what's his brother's name?
Yeah,
Donnie. Honey. And okay, because I remember them being built, and the girls was like falling out because they was working out and they was singing on stage, and it was making these girls feel all types of ways. Look at them gliding across the stage. They would do all sorts of stuff. And for reference, guys, like we have the video playing. Because like we're kind of like reacting to the video. So we have Hangin' Tough playing right now, and we're reacting to that video. They got the girls in a frenzy. The girls are pushing. The girls are shoving. They're waving their hands side to side.
That's like the white New Edition.
They were okay. they were. They were though. Yeah. But you had black girlies in the audience.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
For New Kids on the Block.
Look at them. I'm
not gonna lie. I would have been one of the girlies in the audience. For that, did you see that stare? Honey Boom. And the haircut.
Yes.
He didn't have to look at them like that. And they were doing things too, I feel, style-wise, that was a little bit more like advanced. Because he had the top hat with the leather jacket and the one earring.
And he doing the Running Man.
He doing all sorts of things.
Yeah.
I'm not going to act like I know all their names, though. I just know Mark and Donnie. And are they all related? Are they cousins and brothers? I should have did a little bit more research on these bands.
And this is actually my first time really watching this video.
Same. And it's just a concert. Oh, that girl is 2 years old. She's a baby. Look at him. Yes. I want to go back in time and witness something like this.
It's like, if you could go back in time, I would just want to go to
I would go to a
concerts.
Because they were popping.
Concerts throughout history.
Take me with you.
Yeah.
Don't leave me behind.
And then I come back.
Shot o'clock?
I'm just the guy that will give you out some shots.
Okay. So anyway, while we're on this subject of New Kids on the Block, didn't they have another song that we discovered? I know they had because he was grinding. I didn't know. Yes. I didn't expect that from him.
They were really going in. New Kids were going in.
They were a little naughty, were they?
Oh yeah.
I didn't. To be y'all, I'm not gonna flex like I'm just this big New Kids on the Block girly. I know things, but I don't know it all. Mm-hmm. And he just rolled his hips like 7 times and popped it real quick. Unexpected for me, so we just gonna keep it rolling off of that.
Yeah. Who we have next?
So I know we found someone that when we first saw this person, Richard Marx. I didn't know I knew him.
I had no idea who that was
When we said the name out loud.
Right.
But then, you know when you play a song and you like, hear the hook and you're like, oh,
yes,
I know that daggone song. A bop. Instantly. And let me tell you a little something about our boy Richard. He was singing. I feel like he was trying to do that 80s thing when they would with their voice. Do you know what I mean?
That, like, what's his name? Michael Bolton.
Michael Bolton. He was trying to do that, but he didn't have to because he had such a young voice. And y'all know what I mean when I say like, oh, he sing like he come from the 80s, or he sing like he come from the 70s.
There's like a specific sound with.
He sung like the 90s and the 2000s. His voice was a little advanced.
Yeah.
So listening to this song, I was like, wait a minute. He sounds like NSYNC.
Yeah.
He sounds like Justin Timberlake.
Right.
And I really was here for it, but I didn't know that I knew the song until I heard the freaking hook.
Right.
And I think it's a hook that I've heard, like you said, like in a dentist's office or something.
Yeah, like this is what I would call like doctor's office music.
Doctor's office music.
Remember when you were a kid and you just sitting in the waiting room playing with that little push the
what's that thing called?
With the little blocks on it on the little wire.
Yeah, what is that called?
What is that?
It was on Mulan. He was like flicking it back and forth. Anyway.
Like an abacus. Yeah.
It's an abacus. Anyway.
Like abacus toys.
Abacus were fun.
Or in those, what are the highlights magazines?
A banger. I was learning. I didn't even know I was learning.
Yes, learning. Playing with the
abacus and listening to Richard Marx.
Yes.
What was the song?
That was our doctor's office
Right
experience.
Here Waiting.
In the 90s.
Is the jam. And so like I said, I was listening to this. I was really feeling it because his voice was bringing me joy. And it take a lot to really get me there with older music.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that, but we do have to realize 89 was 34 years ago. So that's considered older music. I'm letting y'all know right now. We 34 years old. And you could have put that math together just by me telling you our birth year.
Yeah.
But I felt some type of way with that song. Then we go on to find out our girl Cher, the style icon, the fashion queen, okay, the Armenian goddess herself. Because this is where Kim Kardashian takes a lot of her inspiration from. It's Miss Cher.
Oh, yes.
Came out with If I Could Turn Back Time. You sound like her. like low-key. I didn't know you could do that. Okay, so I have a specific memory for this song. I grew up in Georgia. I never lived nowhere else. And we used to live in a city called Powder Springs. And we used to be in the garage all the time. When you wake up, you get dressed, you brush your teeth, you go outside. Mm-hmm. You don't sit in the house. You don't sit in the house. Ain't nothing in the house. Ain't no internet. Ain't nothing to do in there.
Ain't nothing
Didn't
to do.
have no computer.
And you got one TV.
One in the living room.
And you can't watch it because your mom at home.
Can't. Oh, my mom, their TV was in their room. The TV was in their room. We didn't even have a TV in the living room.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so if we wanted to watch anything, we'd have to go in and sit at the foot of the daggone bed. I thought that was whack, but whatever. Like I said, Cher, If I Could Turn Back Time, specific memory, I was in the garage and my dad had the car radio on. And I don't know why he was listening to this, but I heard it while I was about to get on my bike. I didn't get on my bike. I had to listen to this woman's interesting voice. And then I was like, wait a minute. I know her. Does she sing? They say we're young and we don't know. Yeah. You don't forget a voice like Cher's.
It's very distinct.
Then this song got stuck in my freaking head. Then Tiara, my sister, by the way, she's over here helping us out with the pod. Then Tiara heard it and we just was singing at random times. If I could find
it's a creeper song.
It is.
It's sitting in the back of your mind, in the back of your memory, and then out of nowhere you can be washing dishes, taking a shower. It's just if I could tell. Like it comes out of nowhere.
That's what I'm saying.
It just creeps up on you.
Yeah. sits in the back of your cerebellum.
For a second about this fit in this video.
I told you, style, icon. Nobody, look at this. Look at the booty. Because she had it out. She wanted you to look at it. She's out here with 7 million of these, I was about to call them sheriffs, but they're not.
Sailors.
Sailors, girl.
But
and they are
and them.
really wanting her. And she's inviting them. She's in leather. She's in mesh. She got chains. The hair is big.
Yes.
She is working this ship.
I always thought this was a 90s song, too.
I did, too. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I thought it came out like 93 or 94 or something like that. But this is a 1989 song. And Cher has been with us through decades. Okay? And she's still a baddie. I heard somewhere that Cher can do a 4-minute plank. 4 minutes.
She still look good, so I can't believe it.
I can't plank for 4 seconds. Planking is hard.
It is so... I have no upper body strength.
I don't have no middle strength. Don't you
strength.
get me to do nothing with the core.
Yeah.
Baby boom. So, Cher, we love you, girlie. Thank you for giving us If I Could Turn Back Time. You're gorgeous.
Yes.
You're still working it.
Timeless.
Love you, girlie. But now let's get into our girl, Paula.
Oh, icon.
Paula. Miss Abdul herself. Miss Paula Abdul. Okay? Because what was she singing? Straight up.
Straight up.
Now tell me, do you really want to love me forever? Oh. Okay.
She could dance.
She could sing. She could tap dance. She can judge your ass on America's Next Top Model. I mean, not America's Next Top Model, but...
American Idol.
American Idol. Kindly, with a smile. And you don't feel like you just got your dreams crushed.
Right.
How do you do that, Paula? You
First
need to let us...
Those tap shoes got heels on them.
The taps came from the 40s. Them had to be her grandma's tap shoes. But the way she gliding across this floor, she kind of looked like, what's that Disney man's name?
Oh, is that Arsenio?
That was Arsenio. That's the Disney character.
Arsenio just be popping up.
I'm getting Powerline.
Yes.
Why's she giving me Powerline?
Yes.
Is it the hair?
It's the hair. It's the moves.
It's the moves.
It's the moves.
And don't even look at us like that or say anything, because if you're not a Powerline fan, I don't want to talk to you for real. Never have I ever wished somebody was a real person before in my life. Now, I know it was Tevin. I know.
Yeah.
But I wanted Powerline.
Right.
Anyway, let's get back to Paula.
Yes.
Paula was giving us realness, the way she was tap dancing across that floor. And if y'all don't know, Paula Abdul can still dance. I think I saw her on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Doing like choreography or something. Mm-hmm. How old is she? Not trying to drop no age.
But like, yeah.
But to be able to still
looks
move.
Good. She
okay, baby. Like, she been shea buttering since the early 70s.
Our people had some staying power.
Period. Because we're we rooted.
Some legendary.
Yes. Because she was fucking the beginning of that video up. I'm sorry.
Yes.
And there's something in me to this day. I'm not trying to be funny. To this day, I know in my heart I can tap dance. I just know it. I've never had tap lessons. My mama never bought me shoes. I tried to put tacks under the soles of my shoes was thin. But anyway, so like I know if you bought me tap dancing shoes, I'll mess this up in a good way.
This is off topic, but
a T for two.
When you mentioned tacks,
yeah,
I have this distinct memory of being at summer camp when I was like a little kid. I was like 5 or 6. I was at day camp, and they would play the MC Hammer cartoon.
Yeah,
and there's a scene when they're like, dance on these, and someone like laid tacks on the floor, and that is like. When you said tacks, it gave me this core memory. We will have to watch the MC Hammer cartoon.
We will have to put thumbtacks under our shoes and give y'all the show. And I'm not kidding, because I'm not saying tap dancing is easy, but I feel like in a past life, I was Bojangles, crazy legs,
something,
silly knees, whatever you want to call me. I was that girl on the taps, or the man. I was the man with the tap dancing shoe. I had the hat. Killing the game, I feel it. I know.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I said, Paula.
And a baddie. Look at that picture.
So beautiful. She is like literally gorgeous. I know the girls in the 80s were trying to look like this. And the 90s. And maybe even now. The hair.
That haircut is so distinct for that time period.
The haircut is back.
Oh my God, that's my hair.
all the feathering and the layers and the waftiness. Yes. I wanted wafty hair so bad, but the way this 4C bunker bundles was set up was not wafting.
And we didn't have no perm at this time.
No, Shola did not.
We were.
Even when I got my perm, my shit wasn't wafting. It was stiff.
We were babies, but still, no perm.
No perm. But yeah, so we love that. I love that the straight up video. I love that she give me tap dance and realness. I want to tap dance so bad. But this is going to shift us into our next. Now, if y'all don't know about Milli Vanilli.
The scandal.
That's tea for another day, of course. That's tea for another day. Yeah. But Milli Vanilli gave us Girl You Know It's True. Now, y'all know Milli Vanilli was like a front band. They had people singing in the back. They was really for looks, for show, for the moves, for the girls, for the... First of all, the dreads.
The dreads. First of all, were they related? Because why do they kind of look alike?
They were not. And they're not even American. I know you know that.
Were they like German? Yeah. Like some sort of European.
So I heard, and I need to like really, 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 really do my research. Yeah. But like when they got their money, ran to the mall with it.
Okay.
Did not stop, did not pass go and collect $200. Yeah. They went straight to the mall and worked on their look. And then was broke because they spent all their money on their look. But the look is top notch.
It's giving.
It's giving. I paid for this.
If I were a woman in the 80s, I'd be like, that Milli Vanilli.
They doing something.
They did like.
But I kind of would want to look like them. So I would be so confused. As a woman, I would want to wear their clothes. I like how they put that shit on. Look at the
jeans.
The jeans.
The acid wash jeans. Okay. The white tee. The leather jacket.
They were doing...
The tights with the blazer.
The tights with the blazer. Okay.
Kind of like giving Milli Vanilli.
Today. Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Milli would have wore this.
Milli would have
wore this. Because this ain't nothing but...
shoulder pads.
A cardigan with some tights.
Out the hill.
They had to be big. Yeah. They had to be bold. Because they were small. They were small. Milli Vanilli, you can tell, look how small their frame is, okay? They were really putting that shit on. They had it on. It wasn't wearing them. They was wearing it. And if I would have got my advance, my check in the 80s, I would have had it straight to the mall too.
Absolutely.
Oh, Ross Dress for Less. Because you could get all you need from Ross. You could get...
Sponsor us.
You could get pants, pots, pillows.
Yeah.
That's where I would have been. Was Ross around in the 80s?
And
we need to do some research.
Check it out.
Baby. Because those little coconut bites from Ross. Don't do it. I eat all of them on the way home. So Milli Vanilli, they had more than Girl You Know It's True. Which, by the way, my husband has been singing Girl You Know It's True for so long. I did not know that was a Milli Vanilli song. That's just a little something for y'all. I thought he made that up. And then when I heard Girl You Know It's True by Milli Vanilli, I had to go and call him a sham. I said, I thought you was original. That song been around for years. He was like, I know, that's where I got it from. So he wasn't even trying to hide it.
He was a whole songwriter out there.
I thought he was putting some stuff together. And it was really original in my heart.
All right, this is all or nothing.
I really want to close this Milli Vanilli out, though, by saying that they are gorgeous.
Yes.
I don't know their names. Is the first one Milli? Who is Milli and who is Vanilli? I don't know. But they are so pretty. They should have been models.
Yes.
Yeah, because their jawline. Look at how the one in the red looking at us.
I know.
Y'all, at home, pull up the All or Nothing album cover.
Yo.
And look at them.
Yeah, they look like a prom photo.
They do look like they love each other. Which is not a bad thing.
Not at all.
Because if you look at some of this stuff from the 80s, a lot of it, now you'll be like, that's a little sus. But not really.
They was just living.
They was just living. They was just loving and loving life. Me and you, we're going to recreate that.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
It's coming. Be on the lookout. We're going to recreate this for real. You're going to be in the front.
Okay.
Y'all, the last song that we really want to talk about.
Oh. What did we get?
Just say y'all were doing music first,
The
right?
last song that we really want to talk about from the 80s.
Oh, wait. One more.
Oh, we got more.
Oh, yeah, we got... Wait.
This is at the bottom.
It's okay.
All right. This is Janet.
How can we forget about
nasty?
We can't forget about Janet. First of all, Janet should have been the second one we discussed. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, that was disrespectful. You would have came first, but we had to open up with Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Janet.
We're saving the best for next to last.
I feel like we have a lot more.
Wind beneath our wings.
But Miss Janet, miss you much?
I miss you much.
Janet Jackson was so good that she was not in Michael's shadow.
Not at all.
At all.
And you know, all of them cut records.
All of them.
Rebe.
Ain't never heard it.
Tito.
Ain't never heard it.
Jermaine.
Never heard it.
But Miss Jackson?
Miss Jackson heard it all.
She was
that girl.
That girl.
She was like, I'm not about to be in your shadow,
She's been
Michael.
that girl since Good Times.
Since Penny. If you don't know nothing about Penny, go look it up. Ooh, Penny from Good Times.
That's coming, though.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta know that's coming.
You gotta know that's coming on the pod. We're gonna talk about
that. Is in the vault.
Yeah, period. Because she's so iconic.
Iconic.
And I always liked that she had such a big personality, but she never had to yell.
Never.
She had to scream at you, but she gonna get your attention.
Yes.
With the fashion, the dance. Look at her dance.
Her dances, I remember distinctly. As a little kid, my cousins had DVDs of like a compilation of Janet Jackson videos and Michael Jackson videos, and we put in the Janet Jackson videos in my grandma's living room and just
cut up,
trying to mimic all the moves.
Cut up. Now, I got on the Janet train a little late because the way we grew up, and we'll get into that as y'all get to know me. But I know I love Janet. I just know because something in me was just like, I need to listen to her. Some of her songs, she would whisper a little bit.
Yeah.
Make you listen harder. And I was like, I kind of like that.
She was like, funny how time
period.
flies.
She don't have, that's what I said. She gonna command the room and not have to yell. I be yelling. Y'all, I'm not Janet in the throat. It's just loud. I'm just loud. But that's okay. I wish I could dance like her.
Yes.
I can dance, but I'm not a choreographed girly. She got the moves. She is tight. She don't count. This is coming from her ancestral soul. Look at that. And she gorgeous. On top of all of that.
So pretty.
Gorgeous. That's a gorgeous girl. I don't know what else to tell you. It's still gorgeous.
We're going to encounter Janet as we go through the vault because she has been around and has stuck around.
Janet.
For so long.
Miss Jackson, come to the pod. You can sit right here by me.
Yes.
And we can talk about it. Oh, Rhythm Nation?
Yes.
Baby who? I remember my mom specifically saying, don't sing Rhythm Nation, because she said, Miss Jackson if you're nasty. And I was little, I was just like, but I like that. Like, what she mean by that? You know what I'm saying? She like dirt, she like to play in the mud like me. I like a nasty girl. I didn't know what my mom was trying to tell me, because she didn't like to go into detail like that. But I said, if she said her name is Janet, Miss Jackson if nasty, I want to be her friend. Because I'm gross. I liked all things gross when I was younger. Didn't know it was a sexual thing.
Yeah.
But like, mommy, get off me. Let me be me. Let me be a Janet Jackson fan.
Yeah.
There's a lot you can say about Janet. All we're going to say is that of that entire decade, she was that girl. Mm-hmm. That's it. I'm going to leave it at that. And we're going to get into more of Janet throughout the decades because she's touched on many, many of them throughout the years. So, to close the segment of music out, y'all, we had to close it out with one kind of unexpected, maybe, but not for us.
No. Oh, no.
So who we closing out with?
The one and only Bette Midler.
Y'all don't know about my girl, Bette.
Another icon, another legend.
Yeah, because Bette Midler, y'all. Bette, Midler. Don't do it. I hear you now.
Yeah.
I hear you. Bette Midler, honey.
Yes.
Go to the discography, however you say that. Go to it. Go to her filmography. Because I know some of y'all only know her from being a Sanderson sister.
Yeah, no, right.
She was providing.
Oh, no. She
was giving us so much more.
So much more.
And she can sing her head off. And that girl, right, with an A, she can sing. Pipes are strong.
That girl can sing.
When Beneath My Wings came out in 1989.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever know that you're my hero? Y'all, come on. Listen, if y'all have never seen Beaches, that's where this song comes from.
Yes.
It's on the soundtrack.
It's such a classic movie.
It's such a classic movie.
If you have not seen Beaches,
please go watch it.
It's a classic.
Please go watch it. Because she was giving us songs in that movie that I sing today.
Yes.
In the shower, cleaning up the house, I'm singing the Beaches soundtrack.
I am the captain.
Okay? And this is my shrine. Y'all need to know nothing about that. When we get into the movie, we'll get into that.
Yes.
But just know, Miss Bettler. That's her new nickname. Miss Bettler Midler. Miss Bette Midler gave us Wind Beneath My Wings. You've heard it sang at graduations.
Yes.
Funerals.
Yes.
Cookouts.
Oh my gosh.
Barbecues.
Oh yes.
You've heard that sang at carne asadas. Probably. I don't know. But you've heard it everywhere.
You've heard it at doctor's offices. It's another one of those songs.
Dentist offices.
You've been to the dentist, been to the doctor. You heard this song before.
You've definitely heard it in the elevator.
You've been to the grocery store.
You've definitely... I think everybody has heard this.
Yes.
So we wanted that to be the last song because it's going to carry us into movies of 1989.
Because now that's the music. That's like not all the music. 1989 had so much iconic music.
Y'all,
like,
look
into the year.
We should create them a little playlist.
Yes.
To correlate with this video. Because it gave us Bobby Brown.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. My prerogative.
My prerogative, honey. The way Bobby had the girls in a tizzy, that's an honorable mention because Bobby was really for the girls.
Yes.
It gave us the B-52's Love Shack.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It gave us Just Bust a Move. You want it, okay? You got it. It gave us
so many songs.
I know I wanted to talk about it gave us Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal, baby. Mr. Jackson himself.
We had Miss Jackson. Mr. Jackson came out with "You've Been Hit by You've Been a Smooth Criminal."
And I don't know if y'all noticed, but that video.
How many times I busted my face trying to do that lean?
That arse, my lip. I bust my lip. Didn't know was some trickery behind it.
Right.
Thought he was a magician. I really thought he was on some stuff. But so I think we're gonna create a playlist for y'all.
Yeah.
So you guys can listen to our favorites.
Yes.
Not all of the songs from 1989 because the
some
list
of them
was giving. And some of them
are not giving.
I don't want to listen to that. But I think we're going to put together a playlist and attach it to the visual version of this. So if you're watching this on YouTube, click the links below. Yes. We're going to list a little playlist for you guys of our favorite songs. Clean the house to them. Mm-hmm. Think of us.
Yes.
Because that's when we were born. Yeah. Well, we're going to move into
And if you were born in 89,
let us know.
This is going to be your playlist.
Yo, if you were born in 1989.
And if you were born in 1989, what are some of your favorites?
Yeah, because we didn't get to all of them, y'all.
Yeah.
We would be here for literally
ever
days and days if we talked about all the hits that came out in 1989. So just to kind of wrap that up, 1989 was that girl for the music.
Yeah, the music was giving.